Hi, can you hear us now?
Well, no one's in, so
We'll wait for a second.
yeah. Hopefully they rejoin.
Yeah, hopefully.
I did send a message that we will retry. So.
Sorry, folks. We just did an about 11-minute live stream and we had no sound. So I'm hoping that people can tell us if they've got sound now.
No one's in still. Now, well, we got someone. Can you hear us? Yeah.
Oh, yay. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do this over again. I'm Rhonda. This is
Jonathan.
And we're here at Nicole's in Six Nations Territory, Ohsweken. We are here because we're heading to Ottawa tomorrow, and we've been driving from Saskatchewan
for 3 days.
Now we're here, and we are so excited to be there this weekend. We're heading to Ottawa tomorrow so that we can be ready for first thing Saturday morning. We're kicking off Saturday morning with a walk to Parliament, and we will,
which you will be joining for part of.
I may only be able to join for part of it. We'll see how it goes on Saturday. So anyway, we are.
I will be there for the whole thing.
Yeah, for the whole thing, and we're so excited. So we wanted to talk a little bit about why this is the final countdown. This is the final countdown to a really important event that's happening for the first time ever in Canada. And what is that, John?
It is the first unification between the Canadian people and the Indigenous people of Canada, and we're going to be coming together and unifying as equal partners.
That's right.
First time.
That's right. So, and don't get caught up in words, people. This is basically what we're doing is we're coming together. Mm-hmm. You can use unite, you can use unification, you can use unify, you can use partnership, you can use friendship, you can use whatever you want. But basically for the first time, the people, not the leaders, not the people that dictate to us, but us, me, John, you, all of us are coming together. Everyday people are coming together to say enough is enough. It is time for us to be given what we were promised in 1931 and what was actually the government doubled down on keeping from us in 1982, and that is our right to be the collective head of state. So that's what we're doing. We are finally letting them know that it's a done deal, folks. This is from this point forward, we are moving forward as though we are already the collective head of state, that we already have that right. We've had that right since 1931. Whether or not our government choose to recognize that right is their problem, but not ours. We have it. We should not have to be a registered lobby group to tell our government what we need or how to fix something. We should not have to be a registered lobby group to get our point across to the government. We elect them. They're supposed to work on our behalf, but we know that that's never really been the case. Once we're the head of state, that's what it will be. And when I say head of state, I mean all of us in Canada, the collective Canadians and Indigenous people in Canada would be the head of state equally. And why is that equally? Because we're supposed to have been walking this land equally since my ancestors came here, or before then, since the first boats landed here. And they made these agreements under the two-row wampum that they would be equals and walk this land equally. And they would be together with the Silver Chain Covenant. They would be each in their own boats together with the Silver Chain Covenant, going parallel to each other, like constantly in the same direction, leaving no person behind. That's what this was to be about. That's what this country was to be. And our leaders, the second pretty much they agreed to them, they severed them. They've never really honored them. So it's up to us. It's up to us to fix all what's broken. It's not up to a government. It's up to us. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And what else, John?
Well, we are raffling off a
it's put away.
It's put away right now. We had it during the first attempt at this, and that was a failure. So, it's been put away. But we are raffling off a two-row wampum belt.
And the Silver Chain Covenant.
Yep.
They're huge. They're both
Yep.
really big, and you can find the link to the raffle tickets in the description. And it's a raffle by donation, so you choose the amount you want to donate.
Yep. And one donation is buying a ticket for both.
Yeah.
And they're being raffled off separately, but you
don't need to buy.
Yeah, you don't need to buy two separate tickets. One donation and you get it for both.
Yeah. So that's exactly what we're doing this weekend. So we are extremely excited. It has been the countdown to a very epic event, because Canadians and Indigenous people, we as people have not stood together. Our leaders have spoken. Each of our own governments have spoken, but we haven't. And we always are kept apart for some reason. So it is time to fix that. It's time for all of us to fix that. And again, it's time for kids Jonathan's age, or young adults Jonathan's age, to begin to understand the responsibility that they have going forward with the type of government that we do have, and how to change that, and how to not change it by removing it, but change it by having it evolve to what is truly needed. And what did we say in the end? Sorry, folks, we did this video once already, and
so it's
sort of, where did we do this? So basically, it is about. Do you remember, John, how we worded that?
What are we talking about?
I'm talking about in unison, in working together, in unification. Anyway.
In unification,
sorry,
working
folks,
together. Sorry.
We're also really tired. We've been on the road for a long time.
Yeah. 3 days.
Thank you, Fred.
Regina.
Thank you, Fred. Yes, go to the PowerShift, sign your convention of consent.
Absolutely.
Donate, buy your tickets, get out to the event. It's happening on Heritage Day weekend, this coming weekend. So Saturday is the big day. That's the day that are the opening ceremonies, and where we're going to have some events happening in Ottawa. And we have the information is on our Facebook page, as well as on our social media pages on exactly what's going to be happening. And we are just so excited. It's for the first time we are going to be telling our government, or advising our government, that we're moving forward on this. We're not waiting for them to do anything. We're just moving forward, and we are going to have the constitutional correction done in the UK. This is what we're doing to show the UK that we're uniting, and that we are coming together as the Canadian people. All of us across Canada, the Indigenous and Canadian people, are coming together in wanting our collective civil and political rights recognized. We already have them, but they aren't recognized.
Yeah.
So that's what this is about.
Yeah. And can't stress this enough. It is not a protest.
Right. It is a celebration, because this has never been, we have never come together like this in our history before. We always tend to do something separate. We do our own separate thing, and then other, people kind of show up. Mm-hmm. But, and now the sound is gone.
Oh, damn. Okay, well.
Well, we'll keep going. Is the sound gone completely now? Can people hear us?
Because on our thing, it says that we are still transmitting sound. Anyone type in the chat?
Can someone tell us if they can hear us?
No, it is good.
No, it's good. Okay, so someone...
That might just be on your end.
So Beverly, check your sound.
Yeah.
Okay. So...
We can hear. Okay, good.
Oh, you know what could be happening is we're here at Nicole's on Six Nations, and it could just be that the internet connection is coming in and out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And you're right. It is a legal, peaceful gathering.
Yeah.
And what else was I going to say? Do you remember what we covered in the last one? It's really about it's about our children, like Jonathan, and future generations understanding that we have many different types of democracy, and that it's really our responsibility as the citizens and Indigenous people of Canada to be responsible for that democracy. And by that, it means understanding how it works, understanding what types of democracy we do have, understanding that that just one type of democracy probably isn't going to work in today's world. We need to have many different types of democracy. We need to have policy democracy. We need to have representative democracy. We need to have parliamentary democracy. We need to have
direct democracy.
We need
referendum democracy.
Direct
All the
democracy would be more like referendums.
Yeah.
And then we need to have, public democracy. There's just a whole democracy is kind of a catch-all thing, right? But really what it means is the ability for people to have a voice and to decide, have a choice. That's what democracy really is. And to have discussion around that, not just that there's one side and another side, but there's discussion to come to some kind of a consensus. That is democracy. That's what it is.
Yep.
It's not about winning or losing. It's not about someone being right or someone being wrong. It's about having discussions to understand where other people are coming from. And that's exactly what we're moving forward with, is be creating a foundation for our country that is like that. Mm-hmm. So, and why is this important? Why is this important this weekend? Because it really is signifying that we're moving forward with this to our government, and so that we're going to be seeking funding for this so that we can put educational pieces in every riding and of the provinces and in every, across Canada, so that people do have a place to go that is in their community to learn about this, so that they have a place to go. It's part of our education system. It really should be a lifelong learning type of education. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Yeah. So, and it's not about getting rid of the elites. What it is, it's about shifting the power, the ultimate power, from the elites to us, the everyday citizens and Indigenous people. That's really who holds all the power. Are the people that there's the most of. Yeah, that's us, the collective. So that's what we need to do. Mm-hmm. And the elites can go along doing their things, but they're no longer going to be able to get the government to make decisions that aren't in our best interests. Mm-hmm. Let's put it that way. Yeah. So is that the best way to put it, I think? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's no reason the elites should have any influence over our government.
Yeah,
we should have all the influence because we are the government.
I can't remember if I said this in this video or the other video, but we shouldn't have to become a lobby group to be heard by our government. Yeah. Was that this video?
That was the last.
The last video, yeah.
We mentioned it.
We shouldn't have to be a lobby group. We shouldn't have to be a registered lobby group in order to have our concerns heard by our governments. And right now, that's pretty much all our governments listen to are the registered lobby groups, and then the groups that they deem to be appropriate to have a voice. Yeah. And everyday people should have a voice. That's so,
and if you can't make it to Ottawa,
yes,
do it in your city, do it in your provincial capital. If you're there, do it in your town, do it in your city. It's about coming together. It doesn't matter where you are.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just get together.
Yeah. And backyard barbecue is always great.
We're going to be encouraging people to have more of this stuff. Mm-hmm. Just quickly get together. If you're able to quickly do a block party in where you live without having a plethora of red tape and approvals to go through to have one. Yeah. Just let's get back to our roots here in Canada. Let's get back to what we're about. And that is just enjoying each other, having fun, being a country that puts our neighbors and each other first. Yeah. And the rest will all fall into place. Exactly. And yes, please sign your convention of consent.
Yep. Absolutely. That's also the first step, and it's the most important step.
Exactly. And how old do you have to be to sign it?
15.
Yeah. And when did you sign yours?
Day I turned 15.
Yeah. So yeah, please sign your convention of consent. If you can't get out to an event, sign your convention of consent and have everybody have a committee. Yeah. And you don't actually need to physically be there, but just let all your friends and neighbors and everything else know to sign their convention of consent.
Yep. Inform your neighbors, inform your family, inform your friends, because if we don't do that, it's never going to get far.
And if you've already done that, that's fantastic. But if you haven't done it yet and you can't make it, then that's something to do.
Yeah.
So
we're all working together to get this done.
Yeah.
And every part is equally as important.
Exactly. And again, it's teaching us for the first time. And this is something we're all learning, right? Because we've always been kept so separate. It's teaching us how to work together, teaching us how to have those discussions, how to have those crucial conversations. Yeah.
And what time does
Oh,
it start?
It starts at 11 a.m. on Saturday in Ottawa. And then it starts from 11 to I think 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. in Ottawa every day. There's a schedule on our website, thepowershift.ca. And it's also on some of our social media platforms. You'll see the schedule. So let's do this, folks. Let's make Canada Canadian again, or Canada again, instead of what it's turning into. It's time for Canada to be about the people that live here.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Well, I think that is our time, I guess.
I think it's our time.
Yeah.
We've been chatting for 15 minutes now.
Yeah, well, plus the 11 we did in silence.
And we're tired, and we're heading to Ottawa tomorrow. So
we will see whoever is coming to Ottawa on Saturday. I look forward to meeting as many people as I can. And
we both do.
Yeah. And again, if you cannot make it to Ottawa, have like little impromptu like barbecues in your backyard. If there's not too much red tape where you live, try to organize any like sort of block parties possible. And again, not a protest. We are unifying.
Yeah, and John uses the word unifying. If you find that word offensive, use another word. Use we're uniting.
Yeah.
Use that we are coming together. Use that we're collaborating. Use whichever word. We're equal. Use whichever word you like.
From now on and for the rest of history, we will be equal partners in Canada.
Yeah.
Working together to make this place better.
We're doing what our leaders won't do.
Exactly.
That's and when I say we, I mean you looking at this video, exactly. And all of us, we're all doing it. And that's the reason why the Heritage Day weekend is on Heritage Day weekend, because it's really about getting, I'm not going to say getting to, but it's moving to a better place. So we're all in a better place so we can heal.
Absolutely.
So we can heal this nation. That's
perhaps it'll happen again next year, or this might become a yearly Heritage Day thing.
Awesome.
That would be great. That became a tradition.
Because we know that our government is trying to change the Heritage Day to be a civil holiday. Yeah. They're calling it a civil holiday. No, it's Heritage Day.
Yeah.
There's a reason for this. And let's stop erasing history. Exactly. And let's embrace it, learn from it, and grow. That's Okay. Have a great evening, people. We are starting to get dark here, the sun is going down. Yeah. We are looking forward to seeing all of you in Ottawa on Saturday. And we are looking forward to discussions and conversations and just kind of the start. This is the start of a lot of action, folks.
Yeah.
The start to getting off of all these not getting off of social media, but beginning to doing action in our communities. That's what this is the start of.
Yeah.
So
we will see you on Saturday. Goodbye and have a great night.
Okay, folks. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.